हेलो फ्रेंड्स, वेलकम बैक टू माय चैनल। और मैं बहुत दिन बाद आई हूँ, तो आप देख सकते हो ये वीडियो अभी की नहीं है। ये वीडियो जब हम आए थे यहाँ पे, मतलब ओंटारियो आए थे हम, तब की ये वीडियो है। और मैं अभी इसको शेयर कर रही हूँ क्योंकि ज़्यादा बिजी होने के कारण मैं अपनी कुछ ओल्ड वीडियो जो मेरे पास है वो मैं शेयर नहीं कर पाई। और ये जो वीडियो है बहुत अच्छी है, आप ज़रूर देखिएगा। और जिसने सब्सक्राइब नहीं किया प्लीज़ सब्सक्राइब कर देना। और हम जो घूमने जा रहे हैं, हम आइस ग्लेशियर जा रहे हैं घूमने के लिए। और वहाँ पे चारों तरफ आइस ही आइस हैं। और आप देखना, पहले हम जो बस लेंगे यहाँ से वो सिंपल बस है, और उसके बाद वो बस हमें थोड़ा हिल पे ऊपर पहुँचाएगी। उसके बाद हम जो सेकंड बस है वो लेंगे। वो ट्रक की तरह दिखाई देती है, उसके जो टायर है वो भी ट्रक की तरह है। इतने बड़े टायर मैंने एक्चुअली देखे नहीं हैं जितने बड़े टायर आप को देखने को मिलेंगे। और ये जो बस है ये अराउंड 2 मिलियन की बस है। और जो इसके टायर हैं वो भी बहुत एक्सपेंसिव है। और आप देखना ऐसी, मतलब इसको ट्रक भी बोल सकते हो, बस भी बोल सकते हो, जो बिल्कुल ये जो आइस को है, इसके ट्रक जो मतलब ट्रक की तरह जो इसके टायर हैं वो इसके उससे बनाए गए कि जैसे आइस होती है या फिर ज़्यादा ही ऊपर। मैं तो डर गई थी एक्चुअली काफ़ी ऊपर नीचे आप देख सकते हो। तो ये काफ़ी डरावना सीन था। और मैं मतलब मेरे साथ तो पहली बार ऐसा हुआ है। मैं गई वहाँ पर, मैंने कहा मतलब जाने के बाद तो एंजॉय किया, लेकिन जो बीच का सफ़र था इसे मतलब वो वहाँ पे काफ़ी डर लग रहा था। ऊंचे नीचे जब पहाड़ पे चढ़ते हैं तो लगता ही है वो तो। और इतनी ज़्यादा जगह भी नहीं होती वहाँ पे। तो आप ये सब देखिए और इन्जॉय कीजिए। तो अभी हम पहली वाली बस में बैठ रहे हैं। ये बस पूरे ऊपर तक नहीं लेके जाएगी, और जहाँ पे आइस है बहुत ज़्यादा। और हम आइस के ऊपर चल भी रहे थे, काफ़ी डर लग रहा था। और इतनी मतलब ठंड तो थी लेकिन इतनी ज़्यादा भी नहीं थी। थोड़ी देर हम वहाँ पे रुके, ज़्यादा देर नहीं रुके। और इस बस में आप देख सकते हो, इस बस में मतलब मोबाइल चार्ज भी कर सकते हो। तो आप पूरी वीडियो का एंजॉय कीजिए, और थोड़ी भी पसंद आए तो लाइक शेयर सब्सक्राइब कीजिए। और मैं कोशिश करती रहूँगी कि मैं जल्दी से जल्दी वीडियो अपलोड करूँ आप लोगों के लिए। और ये अभी मेरी ओल्ड वाली वीडियो है, तो आप इसको एंजॉय कीजिए।
Sharks go to
बस हमें ऐसे लेके
Finland
जाएंगे
on vacation. All right. That was not a bad joke. Okay. And unfortunately, the ladies cannot participate in it. All right. Are we ready? Okay. Why is it the men's washrooms are always on the right? Oh, I blew it. No, I blew it. Why are men's washrooms always on the left? Because women are always right. I blew that joke. I'm sorry. My bad. If you came from Jasper, their average altitude 60 to 90 days where things will grow in. To give you an example, if you had to guess that there's no trees or anything will grow up there. So whenever you're traveling and you notice a tree line and there's rocks and mountains above it, that's the alpine area. So I hope you guys enjoyed your adventure. We're here. I'm dropping you all off in the middle of the road. We're going to drop you off in bay number 5, and your bus, I believe, is going to be 535 that you'll be transferring to. So let's get you landed. I want you guys to be very
निकलो आप सब।
लाइन में आ जाओ ताकि एक साथ हमें नंबर मिल जाए।
अब रेड वाली बस में जाना है। और इसके तो टायर बड़े वैसे हैं, ट्रक जैसे टायर ना, बड़े ही बहुत बड़े बड़े टायर हैं। I saw first time. So big tire.
All right, welcome aboard, everybody. How are you?
ये तो बहुत ही डरावना है.
This is it. These buses are not built to climb. They max out at 25 US. Did you say that?
But expensive.
Brain. Now the second question is, how much do you think this bus is worth? $5 million? Ah, kind of close. How much do you think it costs to refurbish a bus? How much do you think it costs? Oh my goodness, that's an expensive job. $1. It costs $500,000 to refurbish a bus. That's close. I am from Edson, Alberta. That's just 2 hours away. So before you have now witnessed a true Albertan cowgirl. Yeah, yeehaw. You can check that off your travel list now. But I want to know where you guys are coming from. So put your hand up if watching where you are walking, sorry. But the last 2 weeks we've had nasty rainstorms, thunder and lightning. And the first day of summer, we actually had to close operations down in height at one point in time. That's a lot of ice, isn't it? And how that lateral moraine was created was by the glacier itself. When this glacier was pushing forwards, it was demolishing the land underneath it, breaking apart the ground and the rocks and spitting the debris out the sides, forming these lateral moraines. Now we are about to descend down that lateral moraine. These buses are built specifically for this road and this road only, withholding up to 40%. And most highways are only allowed to be around 10%. Now as we go down, I just ask everybody remain seated and buckled in. I don't want you to slide into the top here trying to sneak my snacks and my coffee. But you're more than welcome to open up your windows. You can take the black middle slide it open for any pictures or videos. But keep in mind, if you drop your phone out, and I will point out that ice field in 2 different spots, but if we're all looking out the left window, and then bring your eyes forward about 11 o'clock, you'll be able to see some ginormous ice staircases. And at the top of those ice staircases is a smooth hump of glacier ice touching the blue sky up there. And I'll point it out when we're at a different angle as well. Now that is the Columbia ice field, and it's the biggest ice field within the Canadian Rockies. It's approximately a version of that for meters to feet the other day. That's huge. That's a lot of ice. And the Columbia ice field sits within 2 national parks. Jasper, of course, being one of our favorite. And it sits within 2 provinces, the Stratos, Alberta, and British Columbia. And identified as one, it has to feed 2 or more glaciers. And now, has anybody ridden around too much and stayed nice and cool? And that's why this ice core moraine is much higher up than all of this exposed point. Another spot out as well. Now, how this glacier and forming the lateral moraine on either side of the valley, but it also created a terminal moraine, pushing the debris all the way forward until that process, that ramification process, started to slow down and the glacier went straight backwards, leaving a pile of dirt ahead of it. And you can find the terminal moraine of the Discovery Center in the bottom party block. And underneath the big giant blue glacier, sitting in a second U-shaped valley, And while you're driving up to the Skywalk, the highway passes through a third U-shaped valley. So this land was completely covered with glacier ice all at one point in time. And during World War II, the Army would come out to Jasper and use it as their base camp. But more specifically, they would camp out here at the Columbia Ice Field and park their vehicles on Dome Glacier and leave it for the night. Now the glacier moved so much one night, and now it opened up a massive crevasse, crack in glacier ice section. There here, it looks like a giant U shape. Do you guys know what that's called? No? It's called a U-shaped valley. Yeah, very creative name. Now these glaciers are also moving quite fast. They move about 30 centimeters or 11 inches every single day. And they're carving all of these mountains into the beautiful valleys that they're sitting in today. So we're surrounded by Mother Nature. It's called AA because Mount Athabasca sits on the left side of it. A season only. So back in my hometown, we only learned the first letter of the alphabet. I didn't know what came after A, so I named it AA. And what that means is when Athabasca was at its tallest in height, it would have reached halfway up the mountain where those sand dunes are coming down. And the other two glaciers, Andromeda, bowl of the valley is what we call Andromeda. And to the left of Andromeda is AA Glacier. Now those two glaciers are identified or classified as independent hanging valley tributary glaciers. Now that's a big mouthful, so we'll break it down, but it's just like what the name says. Those glaciers made just enough window, you are not going to see what I want you to see, so look out the right window. Gotcha. Made you look. There are two glaciers at the top of the mountain there that I did not mention on the way down, and that's because they have a few different classes.
ठंड तो नहीं है